And some good news coming out for you. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I have re-signed with the Crusaders till 2028, which is, it's obviously a bittersweet moment being injured, but being able to sort of secure a long-term deal with this such a cool franchise, it's just a dream of mine to be able to live a dream, being a rugby player every day, but to be in a franchise like this is a bonus. And I just love this team and love this city as well.
Can you tell us anything about how the re-signing happens, or is that private?
Nah, it sort of comes about. Obviously, when you get to the end of your sort of current deal, you start thinking what you want to do next. And there was only really one thing on my mind that I wanted to do next, and that was to extend my time here at the Crusaders. And we sort of worked through a bit of detail and within that, but that was such a good help through the process, and so was my agent as well and things like that. So I think the upstairs sort of have it all down packed, so I'm happy to be able to be here.
Did you have any other pressures coming, any other directions to pull you back to the North Island?
Nah, I sort of didn't get that far. I sort of didn't want to look anywhere else. This is probably where I want to settle and where I want my career to be in New Zealand, is just at this franchise. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm just loving to be here.
And then clearly they've been stoked with how you've gone as well, in the opening part of Super Rugby 25. I think they've been pretty proud of what I've been able to do so far, but for me personally it's probably about just getting better. We always had the conversations after every game with the coaches that there's always a room for improvement for me, and obviously there's a lot for me to grow, and this injury is just a little pause in what I'm going to hopefully do in the future.
Taha, you clearly see your playing future here. How does it feel to be able to secure that kind of longer term future here with the Crusaders?
It's sort of words can't describe what it feels like to be able to be here. It's such an honour to be able to extend, and it just gives myself and my family a bit of security as well, being able to stay in Christchurch. And I love Christchurch as well, like the city, the fans, just the environment that I come into every day. It's just, I'm living a dream, so yeah.
And what was your motivation to sign through to 2028? That's considered a relatively longer term deal in the scheme of things.
Yeah, I think the motivation's probably to create a legacy at this franchise, sort of for us younger players as well. Like, there's a core group of us that have sort of talked as well that we want to be here long term, and obviously there's been sort of a core group that did the seven in a row. So us as a core young group, we want to take this franchise when our time comes to higher places. So that's sort of a motivation for me and for us as a franchise. I think we just want to sort of leave the jersey in a better place than when we found it. So yeah.
And who, or was there anyone that sort of had a big influence on whether you were deciding or making the decision to stay?
Obviously my family were there. They feel heavily that this is the best place for me. So my parents were so stoked when I told them that I was going to stay. Obviously they don't put any pressure on, or no one else puts any pressure on me, but I think it was sort of a no-brainer for me to just stay here and be where I'm happy and be where I feel at home.
And this is a clear signal you want to establish yourself here as well. What areas of your game do you want to improve once you get back on?
Obviously my game understanding, being a younger player, there's a lot to learn about the game and about how to drive a team, especially being a first five. But I think skill set wise, being able to nail a consistent skill, probably my kicking game's probably been massive to grow in this time. That's something sort of when I get back on my feet, being able to do it, I'll probably be at the forefront of my mind to nail my kick skill set. And obviously this year it was sort of up and down, which is probably not good enough for a first five at Super Rugby level. So I'm just really keen to rip into that skill set and see what happens after the year.
And I guess seeing the history of your jersey in this club, does that also add motivation for you going forward and wanting to add to that legacy? Yeah,
100%. A lot of people sort of look at it to ask me if it's about pressure, but I think it's just more excitement. I'm not trying to be like those guys because I think that's a bit out of my league at the moment, but I'm just trying to soak in every opportunity I get. The 10 years at the Crusaders is obviously one of the great, achievements in someone's career. So I'm just trying to, hopefully if I do get the opportunity to put that jersey back on, I hope I do it justice and do everyone proud, yeah.